Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to UFO Buster Radio, episode number 207, happening on a Saturday. That's right, a Saturday. You know, I kind of feel a little bad because I haven't been on here during the week, but guess what? I'm here now. And the call-in line should be working. I got a message on the UFO Buster Radio Facebook Twitter page. Not Twitter, Facebook. How can I do Facebook and Twitter at the same time? I'm a year older and more fucked up in the head than ever. On the Facebook page of UFO Buster Radio, I did get a question about how can I listen to the show live. The show can be listened to live on Spreaker, Spreaker.com, or if you download the Spreaker app, all you got to do is look for UFO Buster Radio in the search box, and bada bing, you've got it. You're there. The tricky part is having the live shows. Because I could say I'm going to be on live, and then, like, the next day, all fucks have been given because something else happens and I don't make it on here, okay? Don't hate me. Don't hate me. That shit just happens that way. But right now, it's live. We're live on Spreaker.com, and only those of you who have Spreaker actually know it. The number to call in, and please, you can call the number later on after the show is done. If you're listening to it recorded, but no one's going to answer. I will not be here to answer your call. 972-290-1329. That's the number. I'll repeat it one more time. And write it down. Put it on your cell phone. You know what? Hey, you can leave me a message, as a matter of fact. So even after the episode is done, feel free to call. 972-290-1329. Save it. Send it to your mama, send it to your dada, send it to your papa. Yeah, give them all my number. I really don't give two fucks about it. But if they have a UFO report they want to share with me and the rest of the audience, leave a message. Tell me about it. Just don't send me a bunch of crazy shit, because I'll still play it anyway, just because I really don't care. So just recently, thanks to my main man, Billy Baker. Billy, if you're out there, thank you. Thank you for messing up my plans this summer. Oh, it's more like the fall. So it turns out UFO Buster Radio will be leaving the Dallas area in May. We're going to move operations down to San Antonio, somewhere where the Spurs play. That has nothing to do with the sports podcast. That's just something something just has to happen. That's the way it's going to be. But guess what? All of a sudden, now that I'm moving the fuck out of Dallas, the hell out of the DFW area, what happens? Alien Con comes to town. Alien Con is actually going to be in Dallas, and I'm flabbergasted by this. They literally waited until I was about to leave. August 4th through the 6th, Alien Con in Dallas. And, they're going to have a panel for discussions. Some of you have been to Alien Con. I've never been. You know, when they first started, they kept on doing it on the West Coast, I believe. And I was like, I'm not going to the fucking West Coast. It costs too much money to go. Podcasting doesn't pay that much. Doesn't pay anything, to be honest, with all of you. So I couldn't make it. But apparently there's going to be a lot of shit there. And, of course, they're tooting their horn, right? Because they're going to have, celebrity appearances. You will also have exclusive merchandise, fan competitions, and a party. Why the fuck would you have a party at an alien convention? That doesn't make no fucking sense, Alien Con people. But don't take it wrong if you're listening, because I am going to hashtag the fuck out of you guys up until then. But so if you pick this up, don't get insulted. That's the way the fuck I am. So live with it. Love it. So some of the guests, hey, for you guys who are here in Dallas, or you can drive in, fly in, poo-poo your way in, guess what? There's 4 names so far on the docket. 4 celebrities, and I know you love these guys. Number 1, David Childress. David Childress. He likes ancient aliens, and he's going to be there. Jason Martell. Another ancient alien rubber dicking kind of guy. Then there's a Caroline Corey. I'm not too familiar with Caroline, but it says she's a film person, director, film producer. I don't know. Some of that shit in there. Yeah, by the way, if you want to know more about the Dallas Alien Con, go to aliencon.com and look for Dallas. And last but not least, some of you guys love this next name. And I know you're going to drop your big girl panties for this. It's going to be a little crazy. Giorgio A. Tsoukalos. That's right. Mr. It Was Aliens will be here. And I don't think aliens is going to have anything to do with the fact that he's going to be on the scene. Giorgio Tsoukalos in Dallas. Ain't that some shit? I almost have half a mind to come back in October just to come in and crash the party. Because apparently they're going to have one hell of a party. I don't know. I don't know if it's even worth it. Because now I'll be living like 5 hours away from Dallas when they get here. Is it really worth the 5 hours of a drive plus trying to, get into the convention center and then just to see George Tsoukalos' hair? Or hear him say that it was aliens. I don't know if it's worth it. I really don't have a clue if I'm even considering really doing this. But listen, if enough of you guys reach out to me and say, hey, Moonraker, I got some tickets, and we should all meet up at Alien Con, and we should just create nothing but straight up hell. I might consider it. I might consider just driving up here just to create hell at Alien Con. That might be something worth doing, to be honest. I can put that in my diary or some shit like that, wherever the fuck that thing is at. But anyway, that's the deal. Alien Con coming to Dallas in October. If you guys want to get down with it, let me know. Send me a message. Use the pages, Man Moonraker or UFO Buster Radio on Facebook. Or you can tweet me at UFO Buster Radio. And by the way, that UFO Twitter bot is doing some excellent work, picking up all kinds of news and posting it on that Twitter roll. So you should guys, just go in there and follow it just to see what the fuck it's doing. I check on it every once in a while. The good thing is not exactly like spamming things. It's not sending out a bunch of crazy stuff. It only does it maybe once or twice an hour. And I think it's even skipped an hour. So I guess that's not that much alien news. Yeah, it's a weekend. It's a weekend. Like I say, aliens, holidays and weekends, they don't show up. They've got other shit to do on other planets. They don't just stay here on Earth. But again, if you are live, you're listening live on Spreaker, feel free to call in 972-290-1329. I have a feeling I'm not going to get any call-ins because that's the way it works. I was even thinking for a second about calling Big O, but I don't have his number on here. That's the thing. We don't really talk on the Spreakers, or should I say the Skypers. We usually use a telephone number, but of course I don't have his telephone number on here, so it's not going to happen, folks. Not sure that he'll be able to call in, but that's the way it goes. So I got to play a little song. You guys remember that song that I played for the people in Turkey listening to UFO Buster Radio? I'm going to play that for a minute, and then we'll be back with the news because Pareidolia Pete, he's back at it again. Jesus Christ almighty, I can... There's something about that song. Makes me want to kick over my computer monitor, throw plates on the floor, and just go crazy dancing. I know what it is. I'm not exactly a dancer. I'm no Fred Astaire, but shit, I'm ready to shake my booty on that. That is freaking phenomenal. So listen, we got somebody here that we talked about just yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. That was the Moonraker's birthday. That's when we talked about last. We got the info about Pareidolia Pete. And, shit, he's back in it again. What the hell? Dateline sometime in March. Pareidolia Pete reaches out to Elon Musk. That's a headline, by the way. Yeah, so Pareidolia Pete, a.k.a. Scott C Waring, the proprietor of UFO Sightings Daily, decided that he found a 10-mile UFO, a little bit of my New York accent coming in there, a 10-mile UFO, stranded, crashed, or just sitting on the moon. And he thought, man, how can I get there? How can I get to the moon? Let me just remove my hand from my crotch and scratch my head for a second while I think about this. Yeah, so Pareidolia Pete decided that he's going to tweet. He's going to get that hand out. Maybe, hopefully disinfect it some and get on the Twitterverse, and hit up Elon Musk and SpaceX. Well, actually, yeah, he did Tesla, not SpaceX. I actually looked at the tweet, by the way. He basically, posted that there's a 10-mile UFO stranded on the moon, and he really thought that Elon Musk and Tesla, for some reason, Tesla don't make spaceships, you fucker. And he thought basically he can go out there and he can recover the 10-mile-long spacecraft. Does everything... Maybe everything to him, it's really, not at the, what they say, things are larger in the mirror or closer or not to scale. How the fuck does he think that Elon Musk is going to go and salvage a 10-mile UFO, even if one fucking existed, you retard? Yeah, so that's what he said. He sent that little tweet thinking Elon was going to answer. But what's weird is that there was about, I think like 206 retweets. 206 people thought it was a good idea for Elon Musk to go up there to the moon and actually recover a 10-mile spaceship, which probably really is a big-ass piece of fucking rock that might be discolored in some way. Or Pareidolia Pete's screen is fucked up because he sees a lot of shit on it anyway. And he's really proud of it because even in his article, he says, I tweeted Elon Musk and was surprised at all the retweets people gave. But guess what, Pareidolia Pete? Elon Musk did not give you two fucks. Hashtag that. And he says, I felt like maybe I should let Elon Musk know about one of the 10-mile-long alien ships that I found. This particular craft is in Waterman crater on Earth's moon. I given him an accent. See, sounds a bit more credible. You know what? If he had an accent for real, he really would sound credible. No fucks given. Like if he sounded like someone like James Bond or something like that, I mean, people would fucking love that guy. Right now, he just looks like a perv. I thought that if I let him know that such a high-tech ship with a length of about 10 to 11 miles long existed, that perhaps he might take an interest in salvaging it. Yeah, I don't even think Elon Musk even saw the fucking tweet. Are you serious? I mean, I'm gonna do shit like that too. I'm gonna just start freaking tweeting random motherfuckers out there and tell them, hey, I just saw a 5-inch UFO sitting in my driveway. Can you come salvage that shit for me? Yep, you're a billionaire, so what? I wonder if he would have had more luck if he would have, chimed in with Deuce Bigelow, the space gigolo. Maybe he would have like said, hey, hey Scott, let's go do this. Let's go up there, because me and the girls, me and these Las Vegas girls, we got nothing better to do. We'll just go up there and we get the ship, make some money. Make some money for me and the hoes. I don't know. They say he is a bit of a gigolo up there. Deuce Bigelow, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what he is? But all I can say is this. Pareidolia Pete is up to no good. Now, if you want to read the rest of the article, I pretty much stopped like a quarter of the way through because I couldn't take it anymore. It was just too much for me. It's making my heart hurt. It does, and my brain starts like in a little bit of eternal bleeding. But the link is in the description. If you want to go in there and check it out and read the rest of it, you probably don't. I think you've had enough with my portrayal of Scott C Waring sitting there holding on to his nanobytes and, staring at his screen. In other news, and I'm not even going to play the freaking Avengers Endgame news intro, but in other news, I do have messages still coming in regarding a lot of things, flat earth, all these other things that are going on, Mylar balloon penises. Sometimes I regret the things that I say, and I'm referring to that ATIP, with that conference that ATIP had when it first was coming out, and somebody fucked up and they had that number one balloon out of focus on the screen when they were doing their presentations. Hey, that looks like alien technology. And really what it looked like was a Mylar penis. And people are still going back to that and asking, why did I say it looked like a Mylar penis? I'm just going to pause for a second. You guys decide what the fuck that means. Wonderful. Okay, glad we got that out the way. And then there's other things like Stan Romanek. People are still posting comments to me about Stan fucking perverted Romanek. Now I'm going to get a whole bunch more comments. Listen, there's been other interviews that Stan did, right before they put him in the clink. And he was just acting so freaking weird. He was so, like, off his rocker. And just, that documentary that they put on Netflix, that thing in and of itself was bananas, was crazy, was like, really, Netflix, you can't be doing that. I mean, isn't there laws by the ADA about this? I mean, you can't put people like that in front of a camera. What's wrong with you? But they did. They got all that info in there, and now I don't even know. What was he sentenced to? I don't even care. That's what the problem is. Stan Romanek, you know what? There's people out there who follow these, as I like to say, you follow your gods, like the Greers and the Romaneks and things like that. And it's like, come on, what the fuck are you going to do? Is the UFO information that they're portraying to be true more important than their humanity? That's the thing you got to ask yourself. These people are human first. And humanity has a dark side. And Stan Romanek, I think, has a dark side. There's something not clicking right there. I don't even need to say more about that. I think you guys understand. The majority of you understand that some people are half-baked. And they're a little squishy in the middle. And they could lead to all kinds of diseases. But you got to be careful with that. You can't just go off the hinges believing, CGI aliens peeking through the window. And then expect no one to challenge it. That's the shit that gets me. You can challenge it. That's what it's about. That's what's called having a healthy amount of skepticism, and you should talk about it. You should be able to just sit there and say, hey, buddy, I think that shit you put together was a fake. Yeah, of course, people get their butts hurt. They get all worked up about it, and it's ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Shit, I get attacked every day by trolls. And only some of them get on my last nerve, I'm not going to lie. And I'll come on here and I'll say some shit. But then I try to let it go after a day or two. It takes me a while. But I do it. I let go of it because it's fucking stupidity. Like, I'm a human being, and so are you guys. You address people with some fucking respect. Unless they're pervs and they're in jail. like Stan Romanek. Then you lose all kind of respect, right? Because they betrayed humanity. They did. So who cares that he got taken onto a ship and he was humping a bunch of aliens and he had a bunch of alien babies? Who the fuck cares? That story no longer matters. Not one bit, because what they found made him a scourge of humanity. And was he set up? I don't know. Why don't you fucking prove it? Show us where it was. Show us where it was. Where was it that you got set up? Where was it? And then we'll be good. We'll be happy about it. Now, does that mean that shit like that doesn't happen? Of course it does. There's probably somebody right now trying to put shit in my computer. But the thing is, I don't have a history of being weird or doing crazy stuff or having, like, grandpa aliens come into my kitchen. So chances are people are not going to, quickly jump to the conclusion that maybe I'm not just whacked out, but I'm a perv too. I doubt that'll happen. At least I hope it doesn't happen. That would really fucking suck. I gotta tell you, it really would. Well, listen, this has been the episode. Like I said, I didn't think anybody would come in, because actually I was supposed to send it on social media, but I got kind of carried away about this whole alien con thing, so I forgot to mention it on social media that the podcast was happening right now, and I don't have Big O's number, so I really can't call him. Well, shit, that really bites the big nuts in the sky, but that's the way it goes. That's showbiz for you. In the future, I will let you guys know ahead of time. We have some individuals who have asked to come onto the show. 2 individuals outside of UBR Truth Seekers have wanted to come on and talk about their perspective on UFOs. And like I said, the reason I'm doing these weekend episodes is because I got to get this interview situation fixed. And today, it was actually fixed, and fuck, nobody to talk to. Ain't that a motherfucker? That's just disgusting. I thank you for listening to UFO Buster Radio. This is Manny Moonraker. I am checking out. Don't forget to follow me on your social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And keep those going, because when these interviews go live, that's where I'm going to post them. And I have a feeling they're not going to be anything like that, what they used to be. It's going to be a little crazier, a little bit nuttier, and definitely a bit more exciting. So I'm checking out, I really like that Scorpion song, so I'm going to go ahead and play it on the way out. Thank you guys for listening. We'll check you out next week. Unless I can get Big O tomorrow on, then I'll come on tomorrow and I'll announce it. But in the meantime, ciao.